Welcome to the CWC Podcast with your hosts, David Selby, Andy Horton, and Savannah Smith.
All right, welcome back to the CWC Podcast. It is your home for the latest news, rumors, and updates around the sport of chuckwagon racing. I'm your host, David Selby, and I'm joined by my co-host, Savannah Smith. I'm coming from the beautiful Gulf Shores, Alabama this week. I'm on a little vacation with my family, and Savannah is holding down the fort back in Nevada, Missouri at our HQ. All right, so this week we're going to have Kim Mayo on the show. She's going to talk about the Buck Creek Chuckwagon races. It's a new race. They've just moved from Hurricane Mills over to Alamo, Tennessee. And so it's not going to be too much further for those of you that are already used to kind of commuting to that race. She's no stranger to promoting. She's done that for Loretta Lynn's for years. And her and her husband, Shannon, they're putting on their inaugural event. So stay tuned for more coming to you on the CWC Podcast. But before we get to that, get over to chuckwagonchannel.com, subscribe, relive the ride. It's $11 a month or $99 a year. And we have this Saturday, the third season of the Great Wagon Race, Big Mules Up the Hill. It's premiering this Saturday evening, 6 p.m., only on the Chuckwagon channel. So make sure you are ready for that. And you should be watching season 1 and 2 right now if you're anything like Savannah.
Pretty much, yeah. I've been watching them on repeat. I also have access to the rough drafts of these series, and I've been watching them. I'm just been living in Chuckwagon world for the last few weeks.
Well, I guess it's worth just bringing it right up here. We are officially on Roku. We have finally been published. We have a TV app now. We are moving up in the world, and we're announcing it here. We're putting on social media. We're recording on Tuesday, but we'll be putting this out this week so that people know if you've got a chuckwagonchannel.com subscription, you can just go and use that, log in on Roku, download the app, and then log in. I actually have had a couple of people I sent this off to do some trial and error, do some sandboxing with this prior to us announcing. And I think the most common issue that I have seen is people who they go to Roku channel and then they're searching on the Roku channel. You actually are not looking on Roku channel. You can get Roku channel on any smart TV or smart device typically. That's not the case. You need to have a Roku device. So if your TV is not running Roku software, or if you don't have a Roku streaming stick, then you probably won't be able to find the Chuckwagon channel app on there. So just a heads up, get on Facebook Marketplace, get you a $10 Roku streaming stick, and then you're going to be good to go. Plug that thing in, connect to the internet, and go download the Chuckwagon channel app. It's going to be the most accessible situation we've ever been in. I did pass it over to Dapple Oaf for this past weekend, and I said, hey, check this out. And she was blowing up my phone all weekend. She said they're watching past years of the national championships, which are like home videos for Dapple, right? And she was watching season 1 and 2 of Great Wagon Race, and she said, she pretty much said that season 2, she likes it even so much better now, watching it like another year, I guess, basically a year and a half removed. So it's kind of crazy to think that we're about to put out the third season of this deal, and we're looking at the fourth. But yeah, our very first race that we will have launching through the app will be the Buck Creek Chuckwagon races. Coming up in a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Not even a couple of weeks. You'll be heading out, 2 weeks from Thursday? A week from Thursday?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Golly. It's coming up so fast. It's like here we are. It's like spring. And we were almost not going to take this trip at all to come down here. And it kind of honestly got kind of pushed back. We were going to do a February trip originally, and then we moved it back. And now we're down here, and it's actually like spring break for people. People are showing up for spring break. And that's, it's weird to me because I've just been so like absorbed in, like it's just been winter. And here we go. How's the weather in Missouri?
It's pretty windy today, but yesterday it was really nice. It was warm. By the time I got off work and took Badger for a walk, it was 80 degrees. We had to cut our walk a little short because Badger was getting really hot. I felt so bad for him.
Wow.
We got home and I put one of the little portable fans and I was blowing it straight on him, and he just rolled over, stomach up, and took a nap.
You should shave him. That's what we did with Captain.
Do you shave dogs with double coats?
That was my concern with Captain. He's
I
like a
need to do
mountain
some
dog, and
research.
that was my concern with him. But then it all grew back, and now he gets shaved, whatever, every 3-4 months, I guess, when it all comes back in, and my wife starts losing her mind because he sheds so much.
Oh, plus Badger sheds too. I've been looking at those air purifiers online, and I have one picked out, but I'll not be purchasing it until Black Friday because she is expensive.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. We bit the bullet on an air purifier, whatever. I guess it's more like a filter.
Mm-hmm.
It has like
the HEPA something purifier
yeah, like
filters.
filters or whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I think that filter is. I would hate to see it right now. We need to replace it. But yeah. Well, do we happen to have a guest in the waiting room yet?
We do. She has just popped on.
So we are going to welcome Kim Mayo from the Buck Creek Chuckwagon races into the show. Kim, hello.
I'm here.
Did it.
Sorry,
Oh,
I
I
was
love
late.
those cabinets. Ooh,
Oh, thank you.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
We're about
Big
to
fan
do
of natural
y'all?
rain.
about to do a cooking show
right.
with Kim Mayo.
Yeah, I've got 4 ovens, so
Huh. I have one,
Um,
and she runs a little hot. So I have burnt top, burnt bottom, gooey middle. It's quite frustrating, and I've not used it a whole lot here.
well, I don't use all of them, so
You want to donate one to me?
2 of them are gas and 2 of them are electric. And
You
me
are
and the
set.
gas do not get along.
So
Bless.
is I can't relate, but so having more ovens is like such a good feeling. That's a good thing. Then.
Yeah, well, it's good for like holidays.
Yeah.
Or when you have gatherings.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, I have to say, I've only had them all going at one time, maybe 2 times in the last
Yeah.
year. So
What a fun thing, like to just surprise my wife and be like, "Look, I got you another oven." Like just give her another oven. Like
she may not like that.
yeah,
What are you trying to imply, Dave?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just give
Well,
her
I
another oven.
said when we were building our house, I said the only request I have is I want a nice kitchen. I didn't really mean 4 ovens, but it's
Or
okay.
I've never even I've not heard of that in a home.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's great.
I've got those 2, and then I've got those 2.
You do. You got 4 ovens.
Yeah, I do.
All right. Well,
Wow.
Don't everybody need 4 ovens?
you can
You know,
you
I
can
didn't
pretty
think
much
so
run a
until
catering
today.
business out of there.
I could, but I'm not. But I do like to cook. So
Well, if we get in any trouble with if funds run dry and we cannot get the food situation taken care of for Buck Creek Chuckwagon races, we're all just going to your house.
that's fine. Come on. It'll be fine.
That'd be good.
So
Well, the last time we spoke, we were still a ways out. I know you guys were like just getting everything solidified. It's like, hey, yeah, we're going to have the event officially. And now we are under 2 weeks. So what has changed?
I mean, really, nothing has really changed as far as what we talked about last time. We did add a band for Thursday night when originally we were just going to do like karaoke, DJ, that type of stuff. We added a band for Thursday night. I did find a guy to come in to do Cowboy Church on Sunday morning. But other than that, I mean, nothing has really. Everything's going smooth so far.
That is really good to hear. That is
Mhm.
awesome.
We're excited.
Is there anything, well, I guess you kind of answered this, so there's not anything new that spectators or attendants need to be aware of that wasn't finalized?
No, I've added some things online as far as like just notices and things like that. Hold on, let me turn my phone on. We're gonna try to focus on letting the racers only, or people that are coming with the racers camp around the racetrack. where spectators are just going to camp in the general, so whenever you pull up, you're going to pull up to like a barn area, and that's where they will be checking. They are checking Coggins and health papers if you're crossing. They're going to check Coggins regardless, but if you're crossing the state line, you have to have health papers. I know I've had quite a few people ask me that, and I mean, that's just how it is. It's not just us. I mean, it's just crossing state line in general. You have to have health papers. You're supposed to.
Mhm.
So they will be checking that. But whenever they pull in, they're going to pull up to a little barn area. That's where our gate workers are going to be, where they pay. And then right there at the barn area, you would pull, like the racers would go on past it and pull onto the racetrack. The spectators, they would pull into the gate there at the barn entry, and that's where we're going to try to have all the spectators camping at. Now, of course, if we have to run into overflow, we might have to change that up a little bit, which that would be a good problem to have. But yeah, we're going to try to get it to where the racers can camp together. And also, it'd be easier for them to stage at their trailers versus having to camp where the spectators are and then go out and go to the racetrack, and, they'll be right there. So that's what we're shooting for. Not saying that will change, but it may.
Yeah. So getting in, for anybody that'll be on their way there, any tips or anything like that for like how they should navigate in there if they're pulling a big trailer? Is there anything you want to tell anybody about that?
Well, it depends on how they're coming in. Some people will be coming in through Dyersburg, like down 412. If they're coming in 412, it's literally, they'll get off 412, and it's the highway that they get off 412 on. It's down there, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 miles. It's on that main highway. The ones coming in from like Memphis, the I-40 way, there will be 2 different ways that GPS will bring you in. One will be the Brownsville exit, which is going to be, you'll have to go through the town, and then it's 2-lane roads all the way in. But if they didn't want to run the 2-lane roads, they could go on up 40 and get off at the Jackson exit, or go to Jackson and get off at the exit there, and they can run 412 straight in, and it's 4-lane. Pulling a trailer, that's probably the way I would suggest to go, but I mean, it doesn't, either way, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you can get a trailer either way, but they just need to make sure that they come in off of Highway 152 instead of, the GPS shouldn't lead them in off any little back roads, but just in case, they need to come in off of Highway 152.
Do your research, get on Google Maps and look at it.
I'm going to try, probably the beginning of next week, I'm going to get on Google Maps and probably do like a screenshot and draw it out for them, the easiest way to come in. So, but I mean, it's easy to get to. Like I said, it's literally right off of 412.
Very nice, very nice. Do you want to give us a quick little rundown of your updated weekend itinerary now that we've got new things added?
So, Thursday morning, the gates are going to open at 8 o'clock. Thursday, there's really not much going on during the day. It's just more or less us finalizing things and getting everything, ready for, because I figure most people are going to come in on Friday. But we are going to have some come in on Thursday. So Thursday is going to kind of be an easy day. Thursday night, we do have a band. Our mechanical bull is going to be running. We've got the band. I think the band's going to turn in. I think I put them down from 7 to 10 on Thursday night, just kind of an early night, since Friday and Saturday night will be late nights.
Big time.
Yeah. So, like I said, we got the band Thursday night. Our vendors are going to be set up. Food trucks are going to be set up. Then on Friday morning at 10 a.m., the Extreme Cowgirl will be starting. She ended up having to cut off the Extreme Cowgirl because she was getting so many called in. I think she's got 15.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, she's got 15 called in, and I think she has a backup list too in case somebody doesn't show.
And that is exciting to hear.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yes. So, I mean, that's going to start at 10, but with 15 girls, I mean, that's going to last, a good part of the day. And then we have our rodeo starting at 6 o'clock Friday night. It should be over with probably around 9, and then our band starts up at 9. Again, we'll have all the vendors will be open, food vendors, the other vendors, mechanical bull will be running. And then I think the band's over with at midnight on Friday night. And then on, of course, Saturday morning, let me see what time we put down for weigh and measure. Hold on.
Seeing
There will
9
be
to
weigh and measure
10:30.
on Friday afternoon as well. Okay, so Friday afternoon from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., it'll be weigh and measure. And that'll be over around the racetrack wherever Nancy and them decide to camp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice to catch that
So
at the
that,
first race of the year.
yes. So that'll be over with at 6. Like I said, rodeo starts at 6, band starts at 9. Saturday morning at 8
Oh,
o'clock, the vendors. What's
someone's
wrong?
knocking on the door, and that just made my heart drop. I'm so sorry. David, are we expecting company?
Well, nobody told me, but why don't you mute for just a second and go check it out real quick? And
I don't like it. I have my gun next to me. I'll be right back.
okay, yeah, let me know what you learn.
Sorry, Kim, I had a scary experience with Chester the molester yesterday, and now I'm just on edge.
Yeah, I usually don't go to the door if I'm home by myself.
Yeah,
I really don't.
she was kind of sort of expecting somebody today because they got to go back and look at some stuff there, but they were not supposed to be there at 2:00 in the afternoon. They're supposed to be there before 11:00 this morning.
There's your camper people, and I very kindly asked them to come back in an hour, and they said that was perfectly fine.
Great.
That
Okay,
scared me.
so we'll go back to our event itinerary. So, like I said, Thursday gates open at 8. Vendors open at 12 o'clock on Thursday. 7 o'clock p.m. we've got the band. Friday morning, 8 o'clock vendors open. 10 a.m. the Extreme Cowgirl at the arena, the rodeo arena. 4 to 6 p.m. weigh and measure, and then 6 o'clock the rodeo. And then our band's going to start at 9, and they'll play till midnight. And then on Saturday morning, vendors will open at 8. They will have weigh and measure again on Saturday morning from 9 to 10:30. Same
They
place.
have lots of opportunities.
Mhm.
Love that.
Yep. And then at 11 o'clock, we'll have the driver's meeting. And then at 12:45, we're going to do the national anthem. That way we will be able to kick off the races at 1 o'clock.
Love that.
And then again, 6 o'clock Saturday afternoon, we'll have the rodeo, which is Carruthers Rodeo Company. 9 to 12, we'll have the band. At 10 o'clock p.m. at the dance or at the band, we are going to announce the Extreme Cowgirl competition winner. And then we're also going to announce the winner for the raffle for that saddle that I had showed last time. We were doing the raffle for the St. Jude. And it was your choice of the 16-inch Jeff Smith custom saddle or $2,000 cash.
That sounds like a good deal. Man.
Yeah. So we're doing the raffle for that at 10 o'clock, or the drawing for the raffle at 10 o'clock that night at the band. And you do not have to be present to win.
I was going to say, I'm either sending David with some money or I need to get with you after this recording. Cause
yeah, if you want to,
throw
you can Venmo, PayPal, and then I can just send you a picture of your tickets, whatever you want to do. So either one, anything, it doesn't matter. We will have we will at our official t-shirt tent, the official event t-shirts. We will have a silent St. Jude auction going on there also.
Okay, so there will be a silent auction going on Saturday evening.
Well, it's going to be going on through the whole thing from Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's over with at 6 o'clock Saturday evening.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. So over at 6 o'clock Saturday evening. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we will have the silent auction going on. Along with we'll have the saddle over there for people to see, and they will be selling the tickets also for the raffle.
Great.
And that will stop at 6 o'clock as well. So we will do the announcement for that and the Extreme Cowgirl at 10 o'clock on Saturday night. And then let's see, going into Sunday, our vendors, they're open from 8 to 11:30 Sunday morning. We are going to do Cowboy Church at 8:45 Sunday morning. And let's see, and then at 12 o'clock, we'll do the races. So we'll probably, start the national anthem about 11:45, 11:50 Sunday morning.
Worth reiterating that one more time. 12 o'clock, not 1 o'clock.
12 o'clock on Sunday, 1 o'clock on Saturday, 12 o'clock on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the awards will be 1 hour after the race is over. Yep. And that will be done up at the stage.
Awesome. Well, it looks like you guys are putting on a full event, and you're even adding a little bit more Thursday evening, so that's exciting. And if anybody wants to see any of that, go over to the Buck Creek Chuckwagon Races event page on Facebook and make sure you check that out. And so as people are gearing up to come down there, I know just again, like making sure people are prepared. Anything as far as facility wise that people need to know about for water and camping, generators, even bringing in dogs and pets and things like that. Anything that you want to put out there?
So we will have a water wagon available on site. It is where we can drive it around and fill trailers up if they're in a spot where we can get them filled up. But it will be parked there to where if people need water for their stock, anything like that. So we will have a water wagon available to fill water. If you need your trailer filled up, get with us and we'll come around and try to get it to where we can get to it to fill it up. Or if you think you're going to need it filled up, before you go and set up, call us, let us know, and we'll try to, if it's going to be somewhere we can't get the water wagon to, we'll try to get it filled up before you get parked. As far as anything that people need to be aware of, yes, dogs do have to be on a leash, no exceptions. We're asking that spectators stay off the track at all times if we can keep that. Yeah. So, and that's a safety. That's for safety. We are allowing side-by-sides and golf carts. We just ask everyone to respect the land, respect the people, animals, and whatnot. No four-wheelers. So we are only doing cash only at the gate. And the reason why I'm trying to keep it as simple as can be for my gate workers.
Mm-hmm.
If people are wanting to pay other ways than cash, they need to get with me like by Monday. And we can come up with other payment options. I mean, we do accept cards. We do PayPal, Venmo, things like that. If they're wanting to do it any other way than cash, they need to get with me by Monday. Let's see, I made some notes. Oh, yeah. And one of the biggies, no underage drinking. We will have security on hand. And that will be enforced, on the underage drinking part. So other than that, I think I'm looking over my notes.
I know you had mentioned the last time we spoke to, just to reiterate, that bring generators because there are no electrical
Yes, it is
hookups.
primitive camping.
Mm.
Yeah, everything is primitive. So make sure you bring your generators. There are gas stations around if you need to go get gas. There's grocery stores that are just not far down the road.
Mm-hmm. No liquor stores.
Pretty much.
Praise the Lord.
There is a liquor store in Alamo.
Praise the Lord.
So it is not a dry county.
So as far as the competitor list and people who have already signed up, what have you been hearing? We're a week and a half out, and I know a lot of stuff kind of happens in this last 10 days.
So I did talk to them this morning. As of this morning, there was 81 teams called in.
Oof.
Okay. We've got a race.
Yep, there was 81 teams called in as of this morning. I think call-ins are over with, was it Thursday? I have to go back and look. I just posted it. I've been posting so much stuff. I don't remember. Let's see.
Well, and a few more, you just know something's going to trickle in there too. But I mean, if your floor is looking at about 80 teams, that's a great race.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
It'll be a nice number.
I was trying to see what ACWRA posted as far as call-ins. Let's see what she said. Okay, she said last day to purchase memberships for this race will be this Thursday, March the 12th, and books will close on Sunday, March the 15th. So you've got till Thursday to purchase your memberships for it to be valid for this race, and then you've got till Sunday to call your teams in.
Cool.
Alrighty.
So
that deadline's creeping up on us.
Yeah, and I mean, I think yesterday we had, was it 75 teams or 74 teams? And then, like I said, she texted this morning and said it was 81.
Yeah. People
but I'm
wait
sure, I'm sure those numbers will change.
Yeah. People always wait till the last minute. And especially, I mean, when you're thinking about springtime and weather and traveling far, I mean, people wait.
Look, I'm trying not to jinx it. I've been looking at the weather. And you look at one weather station, it says one thing, then you look at another one and it says perfect, and I'm just like, I've got to stop looking at it.
Yeah.
Don't-
Just wait
yeah.
wait till maybe Wednesday the week of, and then
Gosh.
Yeah. So,
So,
plus.
as far as how things are set up there for the racers coming in, how are you feeling about the track? Has weather done anything for the track? Is the track sitting pretty? How do you like it right now?
as of right now, the track is looking good, and I'll just be honest with y'all. The track is not my jurisdiction. That is Shannon's.
Okay,
I
so it's
actually
his
tried to
fault.
get Shannon. I tried to get him to sit in on the podcast with me today, and he's working. They couldn't get here,
Oh.
so. But anyways, the track is his deal. I think Brad is coming in sometime Thursday, and him and Shannon are going to work on how it's going to be set up, how they're going to set the barrels up. Because honestly, I'm not gonna say either way, because that's not. I've been
Yeah.
dealing with everything as far as the paperwork side of it, and then vendors and just all the camping part of it.
Mm-hmm. All the other
Is it-
very important things.
Yeah.
And then I was going to say, make sure that this Saturday evening that you and Shannon tune in, because Great Wagon Race Season 3 premieres. And as you know, Shannon was there getting the lit interview and everything as a big mule driver.
Yeah.
And so it'll be fun for him to see himself on there.
And that's
Uh,
Saturday.
That's
Mhm.
Saturday. And
This Saturday.
and we were talking about it before you came on the show, but we are officially on Roku now. So if you've got a Roku device, make sure you go and check out Chuckwagon channel, download the app on your Roku device, and you'll be able to watch it on your TV now.
Oh, cool. That's
Yeah.
good.
Fancy.
That's exciting.
We're moving on up. And
So-
you'll be the first race that we upload into the Chuckwagon channel when we are televised through Roku. And you guys will be the first race recap that we will submit to Western Sports Roundup on Cowboy Channel. So
Okay.
getting a lot of firsts in this year
Yeah.
with Buck Creek.
Yeah. I tell you, that's what I was telling another track promoter this morning. I was like, I said, I had 8 weeks to really buckle down and get things ready. And she said, I don't know how you do it. And I was like, well, I really don't either. But yeah,
Yeah.
So-
it's been a lot, but we're excited.
Before we stray too far away from the track topic, I've got 2 questions for you. The first is for our competitors. You may not be able to answer this. This may be a Shannon question, but I'm going to throw it out anyways. Do you expect this track to be a driver's track? Or do you think it's going to be a weekend where the title is up for grabs for anybody?
Honestly, I really think it's going to be in anybody's favor. I really do. I could be totally wrong, because I have no idea how they're setting the track up. But it's a big, wide open field.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like, with us being the first race of the season, we don't know what these people are bringing.
That's true. I've seen some
Um,
posts with people working new livestock.
Yeah. So, I mean, and it's like that every year. Every year, it seems like there's somebody different that's coming out on top at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think this is open for anybody. I really do.
I don't know if you guys heard that semi pass
I
by
did.
just then. Bless it.
That was a loud vehicle.
It was. I am right at the very front of our building, in front of one of the main roads of Nevada. It feels pretty busy, and I've got window, door. It's
Great natural
sometimes
light.
it's loud, but great.
But no, I
natural light.
feel like it could be anybody's game.
Okay.
I really do.
Okay.
I just
And
hope
then-
I hope their stuff is doing better than ours.
Well,
Yeah.
you've been too busy to work them. You've been working all the other important things.
Yeah, our little mules, they're doing good. Actually, Chrissy Biggs and I are running our big mule team this year. Well, she ran them a lot last year, but her and I are doing that this year. And so we took our big mules to them a couple weeks ago, and they've been working them.
Love
We worked
that.
them here, but since she's going to be the one driving and I'm going to be jumping in,
Mm.
we took them to them and let them put their magic on them.
Will you guys be
And,
running at Buck Creek?
We will.
Ooh.
We will. I was hoping we would be running the classics here also, but I don't know yet. our horses we're kind of on the struggle bus a little bit, but it's fine. It's fine. We might have a huge breakthrough here in a couple of days. Who knows?
Anything can happen,
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We still have a few days to work out some kinks, and I don't know. We're supposed to be doing big horse rubber tire. Actually, we're signed up for big horse rubber tire, 52 mules, big mules, classics, and 4-up mules.
Yeah.
That's quite the lineup.
One of the best ways to not have to give more money away at these events is to go win it all back. So that's my philosophy anyway.
Yeah. Well, we got out of it for, I don't know, about a year and a half. And we sold pretty much everything but our big mule team in one wagon.
Mm-hmm.
And it went out in our outriding horse. We didn't sell him. And, I said, after, I guess it was West Kentucky of last year, or maybe it was Loretta's, I said, I'm not ready. I said, I think I want to still run big mules. And he said, well, if we're going to run, we're going to run. Because when we started this, we were running every division but classic and buckboard.
Mm-hmm.
And, and we wasn't running big horse rubber tire. But anyways, so here we are, go big or go home.
Yeah.
That's
you guys have been
that's
busy.
what we like to hear.
So as far as what's going on there locally, I know you said you in the last couple months you've been talking specifically about everything with your local community and getting sponsors and things like that. As far as all that goes, how do you feel like the response has been locally, and do you feel like the community is going to show up for this thing? How are you feeling there?
It's the kind that most hope for. Small towns, they tend to rally around bigger events. And, because it brings local excitement. It brings more local business.
Mm-hmm.
Or it brings more traffic into local businesses. And we've had a huge outpour of support. Everybody seems excited, and, so where we're having it, I think I told y'all before, it's the Buck Creek St. Jude Trail Ride.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many people that attend that have called and said, hey, we're coming. Can we get our normal spots? And I'm like, no, I'm sorry. This isn't the trail ride. This is a totally separate event. But everybody has been they've been very supportive.
Mm-hmm.
I think we ended up it was over 20 of local sponsors.
That is awesome.
A couple of those were bigger sponsors. But no, we've had, in like our St. Jude silent auction items, we've had a lot of people. Sorry, I was trying to see that was calling. For the St. Jude auction items, we've had a lot of people donate to that. And like I said, everybody has just been very, very supportive.
Mm-hmm. Well,
awesome.
With all these extra attendants, I know you'd mentioned that we're going to be positioning the racers around the track. Where can the additional spectators expect to be able to come and sit up and watch the event take place?
Well, we're going to have it to where they can set up around the track as well.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have to see where the racers position themselves around the track. And pretty much when people come up there, it's going to be self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to know, because a lot of these people, they've been coming to races for forever.
Mm-hmm.
So, they know about setting up around the track, where they need to set up, where's the best spot. So, it's pretty much, I think, going to be self-explanatory. And then the people who haven't come, they're just going to follow in suit, I think.
Right.
But, we've got plenty of people there to answer questions and help. And I think what we're going to try to do, this has not been set in stone, but instead of people like having to drive their cars or like little trucks and things like that and try to park out by the racetrack, I think we're going to have like a little trailer hauling people to the racetrack.
Mm-hmm.
If people have flatbed trucks and they want to park it, that won't be a big deal. The side-by-sides going and parking, that's not going to be a big deal. But we're going to try to keep the vehicles to a minimum close to the track.
That way nobody gets hit.
Yes, that way nobody gets hit.
We had a little fun at the Outlaw race. I don't know if you heard about our Canadian friends who came to visit, but the only vehicle that got hit by a wagon was the Canadian visitors' rental vehicle.
The rental car.
No, I didn't hear about that.
Yes.
That's funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it is.
No, they thought it. I believe they were in good spirits. They thought it was pretty funny too. They're like, we're officially initiated into you
that's
guys
good.
now.
That
Yeah.
happened at Loretta Leland's. I don't know. It's been probably 4 years ago. A 46-inch pony team hit a brand new, like platinum Ford, I think is what it was, or something. It was a brand new dually truck.
I
Yeah.
bet they were just real pleased.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, that's the thing about going to these races. I mean, it's not necessarily, I don't want to say it's safe, but I don't want to like classify it as like dangerous. That's not
Well, it's
really a
an
good way to
equestrian
classify it.
event. That's why we have that little.
That's right. So,
that
I mean,
little-
you're entering at your own risk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're not really a
And
spectator.
you're not liable.
You're a specticipant.
That's right. That's right. So, I mean, anything you have there, whether it's yourself or your vehicle or anything, I mean, you're kind of putting it out there, So, but no, I think everyone is, like I said, really excited about it, and I know we are.
Looking ahead, what will make this first Buck Creek Chuckwagon race feel like a success for you? So pretend we're already on the backside of it, and you're looking back and quantifying what made it a success. What would those things be?
Well, I mean, a success to me, I don't think is necessarily all by numbers. It's all about how people leave and how they feel when they leave. It's one of those things that, if the racers come and they have good, clean runs on the track and they enjoyed competing, that's a big win for us. But when people leave and they tell you how good of a time they had and that they will definitely be back, that's what I consider a success.
Yeah.
I love that. It's a great goal. And we've been, fortunate in the last couple of years to get to talk to track owners who have started events, who are trying to keep events going. And I just think that to me, that's wise. I love that. I love that you're looking to create an event that's going to carry over to the next year, and those
That's right.
people will
You know,
come
and I
back
mean-
to look forward to it.
Don't get me wrong. Of course, we want the numbers there.
Mhm.
But I would rather have more people tell me that they enjoyed it and they will be back than have 2,000 people come through the gate that were
Mm-hmm.
absolutely miserable.
Yeah.
So I would rather
Absolutely.
have 500 people there that had a good time versus 2,000 there that didn't have a good time.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
No, I think that's great. Well, is there anything else as far as preparing for, next week? Is there anything else that we need to be letting people know or to expect going towards next week?
I mean, just make sure to follow our event page because I will be posting updates. That's where I'm going to make all of the announcements. If there's something that people need to know about or if there's any changes to be made, just like I said, make sure that they're following our event page. I know a lot of times, even if you follow something, it's not going to just pop up in your newsfeed.
Mhm.
But if you're planning on attending, just make sure to keep checking that page regularly until it's time, until you get here. Because like I said, that's where I'll try to communicate with everybody.
Absolutely.
And then I'll also, if something needs to be said or, the word needs to get out, I will get with ACWRA as well
Mhm.
and have them post anything that I feel like really needs to get out there. So just tell them just to make, I say just tell them they're listening. They're going to be listening to me. Just make sure to follow our page. Make sure to check on it.
Yep. Well, you heard it here, heard it from the boss. So if you want to go to the Buck Creek Chuckwagon races, make sure that you go over to their Facebook page for their Facebook event page. Also, make sure you're following ACWRA on Facebook, and you're going to be getting probably a little bit, maybe slightly different information between those two pages, but it all roads end at the Buck Creek Chuckwagon races next weekend, March 19th through the 22nd. It's going to be an action-packed weekend. Kim, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. And I'll be seeing you out there next week, and I'm looking forward to it.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me. We're looking forward to seeing everybody. So just safe travels coming in.
I love that remove button.
Removed. Cool. Well, she got on here and she answered the questions like a veteran, and I think her event will probably be run like a veteran crew does because they've done it. And yeah, I think she seems cool, calm, and collected. I think they're ready to go. I think the only thing that they're waiting for is, the same thing we'd all be waiting for, which is let's just hope the weather is great and rain, snow, sleet, hail, sunshine, whatever it's going to be, I'll be there. And I think that most people will be there to compete. So, which I personally think that whatever the weather is, it's still pretty fun to watch Chuckwagon racing. So, but yeah, that's probably the biggest thing is make sure you're following their Facebook page. They've got all their events posted, and they've kept that updated. They've got the most recent version that I was looking at when she was talking about, and it says everything from Thursday through Sunday. So it'll be a fun weekend. But yeah, another reminder to be sure you are tuned in this Saturday night, 6 p.m. at the Chuckwagon channel, because we will have season 3 of the Great Wagon Race, Big Mules Up the Hill, premiering episode 1 on the Chuckwagon channel. We also have our TV app through Roku that is now accessible. It's available. You just need to go there with your current subscription, log in with your email and your password, and that should get you in. And if that doesn't work, then you probably don't have an account yet and you need to sign up. So go to chuckwagonchannel.com. It's $11 a month or $99 a year. And we're excited to have you. Excited for this weekend. Excited for next week. We'll see you out on the track.
Thanks for listening to the CWC Podcast.